Let's try to look into the interface or the Microsoft Office Publisher interface. Each program has its own different interface and it looks differently. When you try to look at other programs like PowerPoint and Access, the interfaces have similarities in tools, but they may have some slight differences in there. Let's understand a Microsoft Publisher interface in just some few minutes. Onto your computer, you have to go to the Start menu button or the Window button. Onto Window button, after popping up the program, this is Window 10. Let's go to All Programs or All Apps in Window 10. Window 7 it will be All Programs. But in here, let's scroll down to Microsoft Office. Upon reaching Microsoft Office, look for Microsoft Publisher. When you reach Microsoft Publisher, then it's very simple here. You may choose any of the items that you want to explore. But before we go inside or in depth, let's try to look at the interface. In here, we have what we call a title bar. Onto Microsoft Office Publisher, we have what we call a title bar. This is our title bar. So the title bar helps us to know which name is given to a particular uh, for a particular maybe a software or a name given to that particular saved file. So that is the Microsoft Publisher title bar. This is our title bar, the first one. Then we have what we call a menu bar. This is what we call a menu bar. When you click on it, you see it pops up or it pops down a menu. It pops down a menu of different items. They are not highlighted because we haven't yet picked any one considerable piece, maybe labels or website. We have not yet picked any of those. So having been that we have not yet picked, here it brings us to have just not really clear pieces. They are not clear items, uh, but we shall see how brighter they will come when we open up a certain piece of information. So this is what we call a title bar in Microsoft Office Publisher. Then from there, we have what we call the templates. These are templates or the template column. These are templates. Then we have what we call the recent used or the recent publications. These are the recent publications. So let's continue. Let's try to open maybe a blank page. A blank page in Microsoft Publisher. You can pick one. So look, if I try to pick, for instance, I want to design certificates, I will come to award certificates. When I click, templates will open. Because this is a template palette, you pick from this template. For instance, you want to design a hotel for a menu, you want to design hotel menu, or a restaurant, you want to get one and design a menu, or you want to design a poster. You want to design a poster, you can pick among these templates. So from the template menu or from the template palette, you can come and design maybe flyers. So in here, we can as well continue to look at the different the different uh, page sizes. You can change the page size by clicking here. When I click here, I will be prompted to different sizes, the different page sizes that preferably may make sense to you. You may pick executive portrait, or you may pick executive landscape. These are different in the way they look. You see, this one is a little more bit stretched, not really stretched, than executive. We have looked at executive portrait. Let's look at executive landscape. you will see that these are definitely different. Here it fits. The other time it could not fit. You see? So you can do whatever that you feel like because you have got already your page. So you can start making the different changes that preferably you may want. You may want to have maybe those pieces, more of them. You can continue to have the many pieces as you want. You can continue making differences in accordance to what you preferably want. Then you have what we call this is page size. Then template. You can change a template from the one you had before. Then you can change to some other. You may as well change your minds. Then you can change your 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 template to something else. You see? So this is another form of a template that we are seeing right now. It has changed from the one we had, now it has changed to something new. So when we try to look into the interface, here we are trying to look at the different pieces of information that we can use. Mhm. Page option. These are page option. Then we can look at your color scheme. Which color preferably do you want? You can change the color according to your choice. You choose the one that may make sense to you. So that is the color scheme. You can as well look into the font scheme. The font, how does the font, the words, these wordings, how do they really look like? So when you change, you may change in accordance to what preferably may make sense to you. Georgia, Clear, Rudisa, Copper, Corporate, and other font sizes or font types, impact, and as many as you may feel like. So we continue to look into calendar options. Those are sizes, page options, and whatsoever those other issues that may rely according to the to what you're doing. So briefly, those are some of the items that may be uh, embedded inside your Microsoft Publisher application. So you can change from one template to another, from one size to another, from one style. Maybe let's say from executive portrait to executive.